Waking up on a chilly, rainy day in my best Santa Claus pajamas, I was feeling so excited to show you how beautiful Christmas time is in Italy. There's only one problem. Christmas hasn't arrived here yet. Yes, in typical fashion, Italy is in no rush to jump into the next thing, and lights officially will come on December 8th. But no harm in being prepared, and as I got dressed for the day, I wondered what I could show you that was quintessentially Italian. That's when I realized the answer was right under my nose. Today I'm going to make a Christmas ornament for the tree in a shape globally recognized as Italian. And if you've ever worn one of these, it might be time that you learned a little bit about what it means. So keep me company as I make an embroidered felt Cornicello. And if you stick around, I'm going to show you another one of my favorite aspects of Italian Christmas. Depending on where you grew up, you might have learned that this little horn is the symbol of Italian heritage. The story of the Cornicello is, predictably, much older. In fact, the concept of a horn as a symbol of power and protection goes back to the Neolithic era. Some sources trace it to around 3500 BC. In the context of Naples and southern Italy, it became the twisted horn-shaped amulet known locally as the Cornicello. In Naples, the Cornicello holds a special place in popular belief. From the historic center to tiny artisan workshops, it is everywhere. Its key functions: 1, to ward off the evil eye, malocchio, and 2, to bring good luck, prosperity, fertility, and strength. Naples is known for more than just the Cornicello though, and as luck would have it, it has everything to do with Christmas. I'm not the only one making a handmade Christmas. For centuries, Naples has been famous for its elaborate nativity scenes, the presepe. The city's tradition is so strong that an entire street, Via San Gregorio Armeno, is dedicated to presepe artisans year-round. There you'll find everything you need to create your nativity scene, the usual suspects, and literally everyone else in town. Here in Italy, a nativity scene is a choreography of moving townspeople, shops, waterworks, and accessories. The literary nerd in me was just delighted to find out how many metaphors people put into these scenes. For instance, the running water is meant to represent purity and rebirth. Traditionally, there's a tavern placed opposite the stable where Jesus is to represent earthly temptation. There are a million other Easter eggs to discover, and surprisingly, they're not all religious. The presepe is a true art form. Pieces are artisanal, and its construction also invites creativity. People use the presepe to make political statements, references to pop culture, sports, and they even use it to celebrate local identity. A keen eye will commonly notice pizza makers and even Mount Vesuvius hidden along the horizon. Speaking of creativity, let's get back to our little Cornicello project. So if you have Italian heritage, why is it that you're probably wearing a necklace with a little Cornicello on it right now as you watch this video? Well, as waves of Italians emigrated, especially from the south of Italy to the Americas and beyond, they brought with them their traditions. Among them was the Cornicello. It became part of the Italian diaspora's visual vocabulary, a symbol of heritage, a protective charm in new lands in which they were trying to build a new life. Because of this, the shape also came to carry 2 additional layers of meaning beyond its original protective role. One of identity, I am Italian, and one of continuity, my family, our roots, our beliefs. If you are a slow tourist, a cultural traveler, or a heritage seeker, this is a perfect example of how a simple object can anchor memory and tradition. And what better time to consider memory and tradition than at Christmas? I loved the idea of adding such an important symbol of power, protection, and identity to my future Christmas tree. If you have Italian heritage, will you tell me if you've ever seen this shape before? I find symbology so fascinating because, like language, symbols are alive and always evolving. They can take on different meanings over time. I'd love to know what it means to you. Also, let me know if you give this project a try. I'll post the directions in the comments, and I would love to see a pic of what you come up with if you try it. Thank you, grazie for watching, and remember, the lesson is always there. It's up to you to find it. Hey, I'm building a community for lovers of Italy, Italian culture, and Italian language. If you like my work and you want to support my project, you can do so by buying me a coffee. This helps me continue to bring you new content, Italian language lessons, and more. The link is in the comments, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Arrivederci!